see who joins me. Whew. Bit of a workout this morning. Set myself a target of 6 days training. Bit of strength work, toning, and then today's all about big cardio burn before or fat burn, doing cardio before I crack on with work. I've got a busy day today, but nice variety in my day because I'm obviously doing a bit of courage, a bit of my Herbalife stuff, and back doing a bit of grass cutting today, weather permitting. So look forward to that bit of variety. If you've jumped on, don't be shy, say hello. If you don't, you can catch a replay. I'll hold on a bit longer before everyone jumps on, or doesn't, it's up to you. But I thought I'd done a live quite some time ago about being accountable. You guys have seen a lot of videos, a lot of pictures, sorry, of probably my progress in the gym, because I've been getting out of my comfort zone and doing some selfies, and even Kelly's been taking pictures of me lately, which doesn't always make me comfortable if I'm honest, but I said I'd do it, so I'm doing it. New Herbalife top on, provided by Curry Sportswear, great brand they are, two good lads own them. I highly recommend them, check them out. But yeah, it's, I just thought I'd be a little bit accountable as I do a little warm down lap of the stadium. There's 2 or 3 people jump on. Like I say, don't be shy, share the love, give us some likes and love hearts and hellos and good mornings. Let me know how you're all doing, how you're adjusting, going back to what is deemed as normal. And yeah, so accountability wise, bit of progress report. Weight's kind of stayed the same, but I'm losing a lot of inches now, and I'm feeling better in myself every day. Bit of clothing. It's been just over a year now since I started kind of my big fitness drive and my Herbalife journey and everything else, and I have to say, in every single way I feel so much better for it. I've got more energy to get my working day done, which is massive for me, because I'm a busy boy. I've got a lot on, quite entrepreneurial, and a big family to provide for, so I tend to push myself quite a bit when it comes to work and what I'm trying to achieve and everything else. And I think clarity and having targets and things to aim for actually helps you perform better in everyday life, and without dwelling too much on it, but I will mention it as it's the back end of Mental Health Week, I think it actually helps people's mental strength quite a bit when you're focusing on a goal and you've got something to work towards, whether that be fitness, financial, relationship goal or whatever. I think that focus just stops the dwelling a little bit, if I'm honest. Well, it has for me anyway. I know people have different ideas of how to get fit, different ideas of what diet works and what doesn't and all the rest of it. For me, I very much committed to a lifestyle change. So I'm celiac, gluten intolerant. I've cut out loads of that, and my knowledge of what I can and can't have is so much stronger than what it was a year ago. So basically I'm taking less antihistamines and everything else every time I have an episode, and the old throat's not coming back to bite me, because I bloat out big time, and then my joints ache, and I just don't take on the nutrients the way I should be doing. Anyone that's a celiac will understand what I'm saying there. But now my knowledge around food and what I'm putting in my body and when and why, I'm feeling stronger by the day. If I'm honest, I'm 40 now, 41 in September, and I feel fitter now than what I did at 25, 26, 27. So yeah, although I'm blowing on this live, I've just finished a cardio session in the gym. I feel so much better for it. So accountability, I as you all know, I've been doing Herbalife for over a year or so now. I've got massive personal results for myself. I've helped people put on weight, lose weight, just feel generally healthier and stuff like that. But the way I am as a person, I always go out to seek more knowledge. So just recently I'm waiting on a certificate. I've actually passed my health and nutrition level 2, so I can actually come from a place of posture when it comes to helping people put in the right foods in their bodies and the right fuel in their bodies at the right time. I have been working very closely with my PT, just gaining more knowledge on certain aspects of strength and conditioning and stuff like that, with a strength and conditioning course due to start probably when this season's over. I'll be doing that with a few of the lads at Chesterfield, so I look forward to that. And yeah, like everything I do, I kind of analyse everything down to the full stop to make sure that if I am doing something I'm passionate about, I do it with everything I've got. So I'm constantly on the road to improvement, not just physically but mentally. And again, my mental clarity is amazing. I know what I am, who I am, where I'm going, and I've probably been the closest I've been to kind of solid on a mission than what I have been for years, if I'm honest with you. I'll just hold up here because I'm nearly back at the gym for my last little bit of cardio burn. Left Kelly in there sweating away. So yeah, it's a strange place to be at the minute. I'm not with me under 15s today. They've got a game, and once I finish here and done this live in the gym, I'm creating a YouTube channel for Courage and everything else, so people can keep in contact with us and everything else we're doing. But yeah, you know, I'm still struggling with balance at times because I take on so much, if I'm honest with you. I take on a lot personally, and I take on a lot professionally, and then sometimes I think, oh, I've got to cut some back. So like everything in life, it's just finding balance all the time. But yeah, so I've not messed up. I've been setting myself little goals. We're on a 28-day challenge at the minute, and I've also kind of modernised it to a personal 28-day challenge. And I've been very, very good with what I put in my body and when. I've been very, very good with the right fuel in my body at the right times, to the point where more and more people are reaching out, asking for help or support or just a bit of knowledge. And I like to think I've been transparent in doing that, and more people are on a healthy trail. So I'm buzzing about that because I've always enjoyed coaching of any capacity. I've always enjoyed personal development, and I've also always enjoyed impacting people in the right way. So it's yeah, I'm quite proud of myself, if I'm honest. Me kids, the knowledge they're getting in and around food now is brilliant. They're always showing me their bottles of water, because you got to take on water, daddy, it's important, and everything else. So that's really nice. I'll walk back this way actually, so make it 2 laps as I warm down. Yeah, it's just, I know sometimes I get on these lives and ramble, but I only ever do a live when I feel A, I've got something to say, and B, when I feel it's quite impulsive. But off the back end of Mental Health Week, I've never been one that suffers with mental health in terms of suffers, but someone summed mental health up brilliantly the other day to me, when they said, listen, not everyone suffers with mental health, but everyone has battles, everyone has challenges, everyone has a time when they dip. And I reckon I was in that lull for a good couple of years after a friend of mine decided he didn't want to be around anymore. And I didn't realise actually, until I got involved with the Chesterfield for Life team, just how much him making that choice impacted me, in terms of how much I went into my shell, almost trying to protect myself, if that makes sense. So although I knew I didn't have mental health as such in the terms of challenges, I try to protect it in a way where I actually become quite withdrawn, and I wouldn't say low on confidence, but I didn't give myself chance to shine in terms of confidence and just being myself and everything else, if that makes sense. So in trying to protect my own mental health after losing a very close friend, I actually went right in my shell, created all the bad habits, piled on the weight ridiculously. I'm very open, you know, I've never been like The Rock. I've always carried a bit of timber, but I've always been physically fit, rugby, football and everything else, or fit enough for what I wanted to do on the pitch anyway. Yeah, so since making this lifestyle change just over a year ago, since being with Herbalife, since passing my health and nutrition level 2, and since getting out of my comfort zone, even Courage Sportswear, I've always wanted a clothing business. I've said it to Kelly for years, and then Ash come along with the idea and principle of what Courage stands for, and it just fits perfectly to me, and that's why I'm doing more hours than ever before, but it doesn't feel like work. I love it. And it's the same with this. I promised myself this week I'll train 6 days from now on, because I'm on a big fat burn. I want a big muscle increase, and I want to do it all the right way. So I'm with the PT. Ray, most of the week's doing a great job with us. Good laugh as well, so he's got a perfect balance of atmosphere and hard work in there. Great banter with Des and Kelly while we're training away. But also, my own knowledge is growing. And a lot of the stuff I already knew, but like anything in life, if you don't do it, you forget it. Even if you don't forget it properly, it's in the back of your mind somewhere. I'm just giving all you lot a wave as I walk around. So yeah, it's just about finding yourself, being yourself. Like right now I'm doing a live walking around the football stadium, and I have done lives that passed in public, but I climb up with what I want to say and how I want to say it, because there's people about where today I'm kind of carefree doing my own thing, and it's that sort of internal confidence you give yourself back, if you like. Morning Carl, hope you're well mate, hope you had a good birthday yesterday. The internal confidence you give yourself when you start making the right choices and everything else around, you know, sleep patterns, training patterns, health and nutrition and everything else, that makes a difference, really. That's the word I'm trying to find. It just makes a difference. So yeah, when I said on live a few weeks ago I'd be more accountable, I've tried doing that in my pictures and stuff, and I've done quite a lot of lives for Courage Sportswear, but I've not done too much for myself. So just letting you all know where I've been up to. It's a real buzz, you know. More and more people are coming to me saying, Carl, listen, can you help me get fit? Can you help me do this? And can you help me do that? Can you help me sort things out? And it's a really, really nice compliment, because to be honest with you, without sounding arrogant, Kelly will hopefully confirm this, but the knowledge has always been there in how to sort yourself out, but the motivation hasn't. Or like I said, I've tried to protect my own mental health after losing friends, or people that you trusted don't do things the right way and create a little pain within you. So I go in my shell, go kind of internally aggressive, if that makes sense, and then protect my own mental health, and then become quite withdrawn. Since I've gone sod it, I'm me, I'm going to be kind of the real me without sounding corny, and just live life how I want to, on the terms I want to. I'm happier than ever. I went and picked up something the other day for the office, and I like to think I'm friends of the family, and I got a lovely message the next day saying how basically the mum says how friendly I'm looking and how happy and healthy I'm looking and everything else, and it's a lovely compliment, because a lot of people are noticing it, old and young, and it makes a big difference to me. Sounds like I'm at the seaside, doesn't it? I'm at the football stadium, but it makes a big difference to me, because I am a very competitive person. I can be quite a aggressive person, because I like to win, and I've always, even if you look at my early sort of days in Herbalife, sharing pictures of myself and everything else, I was getting all the little comments, smile more, this, that and the other and everything else. And actually I'm actually a really happy person. My family know this, my kids and wife know this. I'm happy-go-lucky, I'm very laid back, but yeah, that's internally. Externally I can be a hard nut to crack, because to be honest with you, I had a big thing where I didn't trust people that much either. But this might help some of you. But the more I've kind of let myself be me, the more I'm doing what I want, the more I'm training hard, the more I've given myself a focus in business and everything else, the more actually I care less about what other people are doing and what they think. And that's not in a negative way, that's in a positive way as well. I'm just letting people be people, and I'm doing what's right for me and mine, and it's working like a treat. And it's all down to give me self-focuses. I absolutely love what I'm doing with Herbalife. I absolutely love what I'm doing with Courage Sportswear. I love me family to bits, and we've got a good happy home, thankfully. We have our moments, but we are a good happy family. And more importantly, I'm in a really good place with what I'm doing with me. The knowledge I'm picking up, the courses I'm doing, where I'm working, why I'm working there, and things like that. And yeah, I think because of that, I've just become an easier person to be around in myself. Easier for me to be around me, if that makes sense. Hopefully a lot of you will relate to that. I've just done a nice little circle now, made myself dizzy. So yeah, hopefully this makes sense. Hopefully a little bit of accountability is there. I've always tried to be a positive person, but there has been a bit of a dark side to me, if you like, in terms of protecting myself from mental health. I'll be very quick to pull the trigger in terms of get them away from me. I'm not interested. You're going to affect me negatively. Where now I'm so kind of focused on me and mine, not in a selfish way, but in a good way, because I'm managing to give back to a lot of people as well. Actually, what other people are doing, I basically care less and less for. And then those that reach out and want my support, they still get the honesty, they still get the truth of where we need to be. But actually, they've got a calmer version of me, if that makes sense, a more complete me, if that makes sense. And I think it's working. So yeah, that's my accountability for today. I know I've jumped around a bit with what I've said and what I've done. It's actually helped me cool down quite a bit, ready to go up to the office and get some bits done. But yeah, at the back end of Mental Health Week, I've kind of thought maybe a live like this, if it has made sense to anyone, might help. 3 things that helps me loads is protect your mental health. So focus on you and only you. What everyone else is doing is up to them. Try not to get too wrapped up in what someone else is doing. And I actually said this to Kelly the other day. When you look at couples, some couples might like to sit in and watch a movie. Some couples go out for dinner. Some couples go out for the movie. If people concentrated less on what the other couple's doing and actually looked at what you're doing as a couple, you'd be a lot happier, because you're only doing what you like. And it's the same as an individual. Do what you like. Don't worry about what everyone else is doing. If someone treats you badly, just let them go. But you don't have to let them go through a big argument or anything else. Work with them still. Do whatever you've got to do, but just keep them at arm's length, because you don't want to affect each other's energy, if that makes sense. Rule number 2, give yourself a focus. I truly decided to focus on my health and well-being a year or so ago, and a big thank you to Curtis Weston for that as well, because I've known the guy quite a long time in and around football and social media, but we had a very open and frank conversation, and the one line that sticks in my head constantly that he said to me is, when I'm saying I want, he just grinned at me and said, well, if you want it, you will do it. And it's the truth. So find yourself a focus, whether that be business, financial, family, or your health and nutrition. Find yourself a focus. And just like Curtis said to me well over a year and a bit ago, if you want it, you will do it. And thirdly, just be so accountable to those around you. Be honest with your wife if you're feeling a bit down, or your husband. Be honest with your kids. If you can't get them something, don't put yourself under pressure. You don't need to. Explain the situation, and I promise you, when the kids understand the situation, they'll understand that when they get it, it'll be worth it. And it's better to get it when it's worth it than when you cause more stress in the house. Say at Christmas, when you're buying presents you know you can't afford because you've got credit card debts and everything else. So just being accountable in them 3 areas will help you focus. Will hopefully help you drop back into or drop back into a steady sort of routine, and stop you dropping into having horrible challenges and stuff like that around mental health. And like I said earlier, not everyone has mental health, but we all have battles. So actually, them 3 things will stop you having battles as much as you can as well. And then the other thing, well, it's a 4th thing actually. I did say 3, but it's a 4th thing. Me and Kelly have a little saying now: what's a surprise? So the easiest way to give you an example of that, if I'm a celiac, I'm gluten intolerant. So if I go and sink 10 pints of Stella now, as much as I like the drink, it's not good for me. It impacts me the wrong way. So if then I bloat out and I start aching and I haven't got energy and I can't sleep and everything else that comes along with a celiac attack, me and Kelly just look at each other and say, what's the surprise? It was our choice. We chose to do it. Or this saying, you only live once. No, you only die once. You live every day. And I learned that the hard way when I lost my mum. So let's just make sure when you make a choice, even if you do go fuck it, that fuck it's not going to come back to bite you the next day. So have a treat day or have a treat meal, but don't do it on something you know you can't have really, because it's not good for you. So like I say, I use my celiac as an example there, and me and Kelly do that a lot. If we overspend at the weekend, and then maybe a direct debit can't be paid the following week, what's a surprise? We overspent. You know, you got to be careful you don't go into a woe is me sort of mindset, because if you do that, you're not being accountable to yourself or the people around you. So yeah, hopefully this live's helped. I'll stick it on my YouTube afterwards as well. Like I said, I'm getting more and more people reaching out, basically asking for help and support and everything else, in quite a few areas actually. I'm very honest and transparent, so if I feel I can help you, I help you. If I don't think I can, or I'm not qualified to, then I'll pass you on to someone I think might be able to help you. And then, yeah, hopefully we can get you on the right track. But, you know, reach out, whether it be your health goals, whether it just be sorting your mindset out a little bit, reach out. So some of the coaching I've been doing with people recently while we're coaching for rugby or football, we've actually been having a bit of discussion about life. Nothing in depth, just little casual conversations as we go, and it's actually helping them kind of align themselves to what they want and the kind of standards they want in their life. So I'm happy to do that too, as long as I feel it's something I can take on. At the end of the day, advice is only advice which has worked for someone else. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work for you. So that word balance I use a lot as well. My gaffer's turned up. That word balance I use a lot as well. So yeah, it's I'm in a good place, guys, to be honest. I'm in a really good place. Kelly's career now COVID's hopefully going, looks like it's gonna start going again. We know what's on the cards there, so we're really excited for that. That's why she's working so hard in the gym, to be kind of set ready and role ready for when she gets in her TV series and stuff. And yeah, onwards and upwards. If this has helped you, I know a few people have jumped on and off, so I'm sorry if I've bored some of you. But if this has helped you, please do share it. Give a load of love hearts and likes and everything else. If it hasn't helped you and you think it's boring, fine, not a problem. I hope you're having a great day anyway. And likewise, if you're sick of the sight of me doing me little selfies and everything, not a problem. You don't have to follow me at all. That's cool. I'm doing it for me and anyone else that wants to be inspired at the time. So like I say, guys, if you want a bit of support in anywhere, just reach out. Not a problem, but I'll only help you where I feel I can. And yeah, that's me done. Have a good day. Peace. Gaffer, how are you?